Sam.
A. I'm Harry.
B. I'm Richard.
Dead decks?
Dead decks.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, we close.
Nah.
Seems like we gotten closer.
Yeah, whatever.
It's funny. The more bourbon we have, closer we get.
I want to be further away from you. Abu Dhabi's not big enough for both of us.
Stay away. We'll strike you. My Cubs bat.
Please, God.
Hey.
What?
What? No, you say stuff.
I was just going to say, in this travesty of a life that I live. But you think it's probably better than that.
I don't
Surely.
know what the hell I was going to say.
Oh, man. Yeah, what are we doing today?
We are talking about cheap games. We're doing an update on cheap games. So,
yeah.
Specifically ones that we think are worth checking out for some reason or other. Before we talk about these, we're basically talking about anything you can buy dirt cheap.
And this is version 2.0.
What the hell?
Yeah, I was trying to be clever. It didn't do very well. I failed.
Enough bourbon, it gets late enough in Abu Dhabi, it turns into a fucking Igor over there.
I guess.
So, games we think that are cheap and worth checking out. And cheap is all over the place.
Yeah.
Some of them are dirt cheap. Fucking snap out of it.
Oh, hey. How's it going, guys?
First one, because it's real cheap right now. Warhammer's Age of Sigmar, I think is how you pronounce it.
Trading card game, not the miniatures.
That's right. There is a miniatures game. Not that one. We're cards. Well, except when we're not.
Except we're not.
Like poker chips. Clout. Yeah, I'm looking at some of this product. And you can get some pretty cheap.
Yep.
Some maybe 20-ish bucks if you're looking in the right places, or even less. So it's out there. The art looks great. It was it just recently died. I think the physical game died a little while ago, but the digital game just died this month, January 22. So it is now gone too. So it just fell into our wheelhouse.
Yay!
And it's cheap and it looks promising. So
we like getting games that aren't in the 90s.
Yeah.
Man, it's a long time ago. Most of y'all weren't even alive. And if you were, you weren't very old. Yeah. Unless you were us. And we were already in our 50s by then.
Yeah,
so.
we're already crusty as hell by then.
Yeah.
Son of a
Jesus,
bitch.
motherfucker. You're not getting that back this video.
Oh, man.
You
just lost my bat.
Yep.
Well, I ain't crawling over your fucking lap to get it back.
That's why you ain't getting it back.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to...
You have not had your bat in your hand for a long time. What's he getting now?
That's what she said.
Oh.
Let's see here.
Oh,
is
no.
this the right way? I think it is. Just in case it rains in here in the garage, or the basement in Abu Dhabi.
Garage.
Is it in shot?
It is.
Because I can't see shit.
It is.
That's how I feel about all of you.
Yep.
Yeah. Let it rain, you motherfuckers.
Yep.
I'm just going to hold this the rest of the video.
There you go.
So,
you can penguin it from time to time.
Dragonborn, I think it's worth checking out. Aha! It looks promising too. I've seen gameplay.
I'm gonna give you
Experiment.
one
Oh, you stole the bat?
Stole the bat.
That is dirty. It's my problem.
Now we both got things to swing around.
Yeah, well, it's the first time we ever had that.
Yeah.
Dragonborn's worth checking out. Argent Saga is another relatively new death. What, died within the last year or two?
Yeah, it came out about the same time as Flesh and Blood. And if you watch Rudy Alpha Investments, he was promoting that for a small amount of time. At the same time, Flesh and Blood came out, and he ultimately went with Flesh and Blood and let Argent Saga fall by the wayside, and the whole game went with it. But it's still, I mean, I haven't looked at it. We've got a box or two laying around that I bought cheap when it died. And it's, it's risen up a little bit price, but it's still cheap enough you can go out and get some. But from what I've seen, and I haven't physically touched it, but it still looks pretty good. So
yeah, $30 to $40 range. So
yeah. I mean a little higher in some cases, but yeah. If you want to get a box to throw down on, we like throw down on.
Throw down on it.
Yeah, $30-$40 you can get on that game. And it's new, so
yeah. Fleer's Star Trek, we both like the looks of, even though it's a super old ass property.
Yep.
Not sure that anybody cares, but you can grab those shits for $15-$20 a box shipped if you're watching them close enough. And yeah, I'm starting to collect it. I dig it. Really excited to dive into gameplay. I think there might be something there.
And Captain Kirk would beat the shit out of Picard. I mean, we can fight about that all day, but it's fucking true.
I think you would.
Oh hell yeah! Kirk would beat the tits off the card. Hey, there's no contest.
Final War.
Well, hold on.
Hold on. Oh yeah.
Spock versus Data? Come on now.
Uh,
Spock would just destroy Data.
You think?
Yep.
Oh,
I mean, because Data's a machine, he needs to be taken apart.
just take his battery out. That's
Yeah.
not fucking fair.
Hey, don't matter.
Just not charge him overnight.
Yep.
So next, Final War. That one is back on Amazon because the last time we posted a video about it, I think I'd said it was gone because it was, but it's back. It's now $20 a box, but still.
And we have a video out there way back for us. I don't know when it was, mid-summer 2021.
Hell if I know.
Just look through our videos I mean, you can probably type in Dead Deck's Final War, they probably come up.
Probably.
We talk about the game itself, and I even put links. I don't know if they're valid anymore or not.
Oh, to the
I'm sure the shit not gonna go check it.
to the Amazon shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Amazon. If I didn't say.
And it's not affiliate link or anything like that, so don't worry about
Oh,
that.
we don't get shit.
No,
Shit.
we ain't trying to milk you motherfuckers. We're working on that.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
We'll eventually try to milk you.
Yeah.
So hold still. The Spoils is one that just looks really promising. Also not terribly old. A little older, I think, but I've now forgotten and I didn't write it down.
Yeah.
So now you trying to blow your brains out with a bat?
Go this way.
Poor bastard. That one I'm really excited to get into too, and that's on the cheaper end. You can get some entry level shit for nothing. Some starter decks, a little box of shit to play around with.
Yeah.
If you pay close enough attention. Hockey's one that we think we'd recommend. Playoff.
Playoff Hockey One-on-One Challenge. It's a long damn name for a game that shouldn't be that long. It could just be Playoff Hockey. That'd be good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's relatively abundant. Well, that's relatively speaking.
Yeah.
It still floats in that $30 to $75 range, depending on if you want stars or boosters. I'm personally chasing the ultra rares out of all that. So I am picking up boxes here and there on that, just trying to pick that set up. But
It moves around a lot.
it does, and a lot of people put it on auction. And you'll get those for $30-ish, give or take. And
Yeah.
the buy nows you'll range from 45 to 70 on those. Even at $70, if you're just keeping it sealed, I think it's a great deal. If you're opening it,
Yeah, 30.
yeah, I think you can say on closer to 30 side.
Yeah, box of starters if you can land them for 30 anymore. I think it's a great deal.
Yeah, because you got all the dice in
play.
it. Yeah.
Next, Hyborian Gates, if you really want to just buy bulk and screw around and get a laugh, I mean, the first time Harry and I opened and looked through these things, we were literally in tears.
Yeah, it's great.
Because they're so cheesy sometimes.
You get a literal case of boosters for less than $100 shipped almost anywhere in the country. And if you're on the West Coast, you're probably fucked. But you're fucked anyway because you're on the West Coast. And you know why you're fucked. And if you don't, well.
Yeah, sorry, on the West Coast.
Yep. But if you live in middle Abu Dhabi, then you can get a case shipped to you for less than $100.
You're disturbing me with this bad activity you got going on.
And what's you gonna do with $100? I mean, you can't take a family of 4 to movies and buy popcorn for that.
No.
I guarantee you can sit around with your family of probably at least 8-year-olds, maybe 10, 12, 20, whatever.
Yeah, 10, 12, or 20.
Yeah, there's a few racy cards in there, but I mean nothing.
Hyborian
over the top.
Gates?
Yeah.
Just some female skin.
Yeah, I mean there's nothing over the top. I mean
Nah.
their titles are some of them are a little, PG-13, I guess.
You ain't been to you don't have any kids, you ain't seen schools lately.
I mean, if they're watching TikTok, then who the hell cares?
Yeah. If they're walking into school anywhere,
Yeah. I mean, I was saying all the words at 4th grade, so
Yeah.
all of them.
So what the fuck?
X-Files?
X-Files, yeah. That's that one looks pretty intriguing. Gameplay seems interesting, and we like the property. So
Yeah.
definitely, if you have any interest in the property at all, and you're old and crusty and remember it, yeah, you should pick that one up.
And you can get them relatively cheap, starters or boosters or both.
Yeah.
I think you can get a combo if you bought a booster and a box of starters. You probably get 150 all in, and that's that's a ton of cards, man. Ton of cards.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not as cheap as some of the other ones, but I think it has a lot of promise.
Yeah, I think I'd buy that over a case of Hyborian. I bought 2 boxes of X-Files over Hyborian. But then again, we've seen Hyborian and we've been on that road.
Yeah. Fitness of the Gods. It's another one that, what you said, around 50-ish now?
Yeah, between 50 and
50,
75.
60,
Yeah. It's one of those that it fluctuates some in price depending on what's out there. But
Yeah, not a bad entry point. I think that has some promise too. You're getting iffy at that price. You find it for 40, grab that shit up.
yeah, it's one of those, they're glossy cardstock, so they tend to stick together a little bit. So if you're in the grading scene or anything, it maybe not be for you. If you just want to play around with stuff and you like stuff from the mid-90s, and I mean, it's full of Magic artists. I don't know how many are in it. I know there's at least 3. Mark Poole, Susan Van Camp. Did Braum have anything?
I don't think Braum was in Tempest. I forgot.
But there's at least one other Magic artist involved in that too.
Yeah.
But anyway, it came out really really close to Magic, and so it's got that same Magic feel from early Magic feel. So I think it's worth it at the $40-$50 range just to have. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
You don't even have to play it. I think the card art's pretty good. So.
We both got shit to flip around.
I know it's just it's a whirlwind.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
WCW Nitro,
W.
getting in the higher range, but worth it. We have played it. We know it's fun.
Yep.
If you ever gave a shit about wrestling, yeah, you should buy into that one.
And there's a first edition, and there's a base or regular edition. Unlimited or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Unlimited, you can, or I guess that's what you call it. Is that whatever? You know what I mean?
Let's call it non-first.
Non-first. If you catch it at the right time, you can get that between $80 and $100 a box. First, it'll cost you probably $150 plus. If you're on the collector side, I go with the first edition. If you're just wanting to play around, even set build, and not, you can get bulk all day long on the base set pretty cheap. So get your box and then R2 and run your set from there.
That was one of my dumb luck things where I was trying to buy a starter, and the guy accidentally sent me a booster box. And he just said, keep it, my bad.
Yeah. Hell of a guy.
Yeah, to $10 I was paying for a damn starter.
Yeah.
Sends me a booster box, and then sent me the starter that I intended to buy.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Shit.
Just said, keep the booster box.
I haven't
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I haven't come across a deal like that, and I've bought quite a bit of Nitro. I've got several boxes. We've opened one on channel, but I've got other boxes prior to that, and I've got a couple of first editions that I've opened and sent to PSA, and you'll see that in then 2024 or so. Stay tuned.
A couple more before we bore everybody to sleep.
Good God.
They didn't left.
Yeah.
This probably should have been the top of the list in terms of price versus potential to be a good game there. Playability. Ophidian 2350. I think that has a lot of potential. And it's dirt cheap, and there's shit out there everywhere.
And they remade that as a fixed game? What the fuck do we call that shit nowadays?
They made fixed decks, so they basically made an expansion that's expandable, basically.
They called it 2450 or
2360.
2360.
Yeah.
Okay.
2360, they just made 3 fixed decks. Double player, 2-player decks, I believe. 3 of them. And I think now they went on and made another product, which I'm unfortunately forgetting the name of. But we will review this eventually. But that's one to check out. Yep. Wars is another one, especially if you have Ollies in your neighborhood.
Yep. Get
some damn Wars. $10 a box. You kidding?
Yeah, if they're still there. I mean, we haven't been to Ollie's in a long time, but they were there for $10, and we bought a bunch of them. So if you need some, let us know.
Yep.
We'll sell them to you for $30 a box.
Last one is Hecatomb, especially the first couple of sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get in on that $30-$40 or cheaper.
Oh, cheaper than that.
Yeah. So that's just, the art is freaking great. It's annoying as hell to store the cards. Believe me, we know.
They're plastic and they're fragile and blah 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 blah. They stick together. It's why the fuck you make cards out of plastic? Yeah, I know there was a big thing in the '90s. Well, this was the early 2000s though.
Yeah.
Sports cards started doing that in the late '90s, the acetates and all that, and then even Skybox made a full set, the EX Century crap that was all acetate plastic crap.
Damn acetate.
But these, at least sports cards were thick. I mean, they had some heft to them. These were paper ass thin, cumbersome, big, can't fit in anything, and I guarantee you that's the only reason why they're so cheap. If these were standard cardboard cards, these would be $500 a box.
Yeah.
No doubt. Because the artwork is that fucking good. And we don't even know much about the gameplay yet.
No. It seemed, well, the mechanic is built around the weird ass design and see-through plastic, so yeah, you'd have to have done something different. But
Yeah, but that wouldn't be that hard to figure out. You know?
yeah.
What, take 4 sides or 5 sides to 4? I'm pretty sure we could figure that out. we only losing one side. We can do it.
Yeah. Turn them bitches to the side.
You know, I think that should be a community project, and we should remake Hecatomb into standard card sizes and make it work
Would
and
be
reprint that
badass.
shit.
Full art that shit? Oh, man.
Full art that dark, dirty, fucking gruesome, hell-bent shit.
Yeah.
Let's get it going. Let's do it. Let's start the revolution.
Start the revolution or not.
The Hecatomb.
Damn, I about dropped my other toy. All right, well, shit, how do we do that?
Oh, good God. Good enough.
Yeah, buddy.